What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Real Talk with your boy, Noland Pruitt. I told y'all I'm coming, and baby, we are here. January the 6th, it's a Monday. Listen, I don't want you to go anywhere. It's really not a lot of places to go, huh? It's cold outside, and somebody got the month of May. But after you watch this show, you're about to be inspired. You're about to be lifted, because we're getting ready to have an amazing, amazing time. So listen, we're getting ready to play a song, and I'm getting ready to give you some time to go in there, get your favorite drink, your popcorn, if you're in the bath, you're settling down, all that good stuff, because we're getting ready to have a great conversation. My guest is in the building, and we're getting ready to have a good night. All right, give y'all a couple seconds, and y'all gotta watch me just be on my phone right quick until y'all get ready. All right, DJ, hit a song. We're gonna play a song. All right, be back in a second. Real Talk with your boy Noland Pruitt. Hashtag all that good stuff is getting ready to go down. The new season of Real Talk with your boy Noland Pruitt. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Listen, y'all come on in. The show is getting ready to start. It's starting now. We're here, January the 6th, Real Talk with your boy, Noland Pruitt, and I'm just excited to be in my new space, my new area. And so I need you to share, like, share, and subscribe. I think that's still the thing. Like, share, and subscribe. Real Talk, REEL, Talk with Noland Pruitt, and you'll catch it on the YouTube page, or if you later on, we'll post it on different platforms so you can catch it. But I'm super, super excited. I'm not going to belabor the time like they say in church, but I'm super, super dope and super excited to have my guest. I mean, we're going to get into the things of the things. He's a singer. He's an actor. He's a producer. We'll talk about even more getting together on our worlds colliding a little bit later. All right. Welcome to the couch of Real Talk with your boy Noland Pruitt, Mr. Brandin J.
Yeah.
What's going on, man?
What up?
First of all, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Your energy is amazing.
Thank you.
And they're getting ready to understand why you're really amazing here in a second. How you feeling?
I feel so good. It's cold and chilly out, but I got warmth in my soul and my spirit.
Yes, God.
2025 is already off to an amazing year.
Don't shout me already.
I'm super excited. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling all right.
You all right?
I got the joy of the Lord.
All right.
And it's really a good thing to have it, because you could have something else.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to do what we do, you need the joy.
You got to have the joy. You got to have the joy.
I love you so much. Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
We see each other in transition all the time.
All the time.
Living here in this great city
of Atlanta.
Oh gosh, should we tell you guys? Yeah, maybe so you can write us some fan mail, just like you. I'm hoarse. TLC had a song called Fan Mail. Anyway, so we'll tag that a little bit later. But it's so good to see you. Yes. So let's get into what's going on now currently. I mean, I have my list of things.
Yes,
a new single.
Yes, I have a new single coming out.
A video, visuals. So let's just start. We'll start now and we'll go back. Let's do that. Yeah. So what's going on with
right now? Literally today.
Yeah.
Today, I just came off of filming some visualizers, some content for the new single that I have coming out on Friday, the 10th.
Yeah.
I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about this song. It is the first song that I'm releasing in a year. My last song that I released was around this time last year. Actually, it was January 1st, 2024. And I had this whole idea that I'm going to release a song every month. I'm going to be on it. And then it didn't happen. And literally, like my family, shout out to them. They're probably watching right now. They're like my number one support system. My nana, my mom, my stepdad, like number one support system. And so I was like, I'm gonna put all this music out. And then I got sidetracked by doing theater. So I'm an actor as well, as you said,
of course.
So I was doing a lot of theater shows.
Yeah, because you got some chops. You got some chops.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I was doing a lot of theater shows last year. I ended up doing like 6 different contracts for 2024. So this is my first song back. Yeah. And I wrote a lot of music last year, but I really wasn't super inspired for myself. Yeah. I don't know what that was about. Nothing was really coming to me. I wasn't inspired. But let me tell you. Yeah. Any heartbreak or any pain instantly has me writing songs. Yeah. So all I need to go through is a bad breakup or not even a breakup.
So no, because I'm gonna get into this.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of I was always called them weirdos. I'm so sorry. Real talk. But no, there's a lot of people who chase the heartbreak just so they can have material. Is that your method?
Well, no, that's not my method.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Like, I feel like I make good heartbreak songs. I really do.
You and Tony sings. I mean, did some good stuff. Babyface.
Tony,
really.
Listen, Mary J. Blige.
Okay.
Everybody's like, when Mary J. Blige is happy and in a relationship and she's actually happy, they don't want to hear it.
We don't hear it.
Keisha Cole, you know what I mean? K.
Right.
Michelle, like, we make good heartbreak music, but or any situationships going left. So needless to say, the new song is called Passerby.
Yes, I love the name.
Thank you.
I feel Dionne Ward, Walk On By. I don't know why I hear that. By. Okay.
No, somebody was asking me, what is passerby? And the definition, I think, is like literally people walking by on foot on the street. Like if you were in a coffee shop, if you were in Starbucks, and you looked at the people outside, those are people walking by.
Yeah, for sure.
And so the song is really about, like, when people come into your life and you think that they're going to be there for the long haul, you may even think that they could be the one, and it just turns out that they were just a passerby. They were just somebody walking by.
Oh.
Literally. Yeah.
Let me find out this is going to be a new hashtag. Passerby.
Passerby. Don't be a passerby in these streets.
Please don't be. I'm tired of it.
Don't be a passerby.
Older.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to be a, what's it called when they put a ring on it?
What is it?
A ringer by? That was lame. Okay, we'll keep that thing moving. But passerby, it's getting ready to hit the streets.
Yeah.
And you got visuals for it. I love that we are in the land that people still want to see visuals.
Yeah. Visuals really help to sell music. Like, you putting out songs. This is for a tip for all the artists that are out there, because I know that I work with a lot of artists, a lot of independent artists, and there's a lot of people that want to share their music with the world, but the quickest way to get that music to the world is by them being able to visualize it and see it as well. Like 100%. We know Beyonce, of course, now she can put out an album, no visuals. We are the visuals. Yeah. But for independent artists, when you are growing your fan base, they want content, and they want a lot of content. So I found, even when I released my last single, which was this year, it's called This Year, and we can talk about that as well. Yeah. But that content, I put out 20-second reel, and it was 600,000 views. Wow. Like another reel, 20-second reel, and 700,000 views. Like those reels are important. So instead of doing like long form videos where, long form videos are great. They help to tell the story, but I've come across the method of doing short form content and being consistent. Being consistent. The consistency is the key. And that has been, like, I think, a method that I've saw myself in life in terms of, like, my artistry and in my career and in pursuing acting and music. Like, consistency is important. And if you really want to get somewhere, you got to be consistent. But so I want y'all to be looking out Friday
for Passerby. And we're downloading it all social media platforms. Yep. Speaking of that, we have a drink made specially for Mr. Brandin. This is called the Brandin J.
Is it the Brandin J?
It's the Brandin J, and it's a version.
Yes.
But because you can still get to where you're going. Yeah. Just off some Brandin J version drink. And so we'll give the ingredients on it later. But we're going to cheers, Cheers. And have a sip on this. And we're going to get into our second segment here. Can we get ready to do some singing? If you're joining in, of course, you're watching Real Talk with your boy, Noland Pruitt, with my guest, my brother, Mr. Brandin J. We're having a good time for you. We're entertaining you all for this whole hour, so you might as well kick your feet up. Turn it on in the living room, huh? My pastor would say, move your coffee table out the way.
Move your coffee table.
And go and have a good time with us tonight. So consistency. We were talking about an artist. Yeah. You said her name. Isla. Yeah, Isla. Visuals. Yeah. Now, do we have to be in a certain genre to get visuals?
No, I mean,
does it make sense for me to have a gospel album that has a visual for every song on my album?
I actually think so. I mean, listen, I love gospel music, and I work with a lot of gospel artists. And for some reason, gospel artists, I feel like in the past weren't really visually, thinking about being.
Stayed away from that for some reason.
Staying with visuals. But I was working with a gospel artist, I think maybe a year and a half ago. Lucinda Moore.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Shout out to Lucinda Moore. Hey.
Incredible gospel artist.
Incredible.
But she had never had a music video. She had albums, she had singles, won Stellars, never had a music video. And there was a song that she was doing that she really wanted a visual to. And so she hired me to be the creative director for her visual. And she put that thing out, and I think it got like, I don't know, 300,000 views. Like, people were loving it, and it just helped to push her song. Her song was constantly on the radio, but she wanted to be able to tell the story of her life through the song, the single that she had. And so that video went really, really well. And her next project that she put out, we've been talking about doing a couple more visuals, but gospel artists need, I think that, like, amp it up.
Lacking.
Amp it up.
Yeah.
I want to see Kiara's visual album.
Oh, God.
You know how dope that would be?
The fact that she has not done a whole visual album.
I want to see it.
Kiara, if you're watching, we
Come
love
on, Kiara.
you down. A whole visual album. Because I know it takes finances.
Yeah.
And it takes the right team.
She got it.
But she got it.
She got it.
Brandin, I was getting ready to
She
say
got
the same thing. Kara, you got it. You got it, baby. And we will support that down.
Yeah.
You know who used to have some really good music? We would transition. Mary, we got to give shout out to Mary.
Mary
was doing
I
visuals.
love Mary.
Back in the early Destiny's Child days. They were like doing good visuals.
See, the thing about Mary is that they were always groundbreakers. They were always doing something different.
Always.
Like, even when they came out with Shackles, I remember being a kid and Shackles came out, and I was like, what is this? And they were playing this on the pop stations.
Yeah.
Like, they really broke through. And watching their career, you know, with Warren Camp, like, they were doing something nobody was doing. That music didn't sound like anything else that was in the gospel market at the time. And so that actually really inspired me.
Yes.
And I will say this, and we can segment or talk about it a little bit. But growing up, I loved girl groups. I loved girl groups. I loved In Vogue. At 5 years old, I loved In Vogue, and I remember getting an autographed poster from them.
Oh, yeah.
But I loved In Vogue.
Oh, you're showing your age, Brandin.
No, you're not. No,
you're
I'm not.
Your age.
No, I'm not.
Because that was not the first one.
No, I'm not.
I thought he was going to start with at least, Escape. He said In Vogue. I love it, though.
In Vogue.
I love it, though.
I remember literally being 5 years old and seeing them on the Grammy Awards, and I was just like, it was like, whoa, like, it was just so amazing. So, from In Vogue to then TLC and Destiny's Child, but we didn't have anything like that at the time in gospel music. So Mary was that
for us.
And honestly, I think that kind of shaped a part of my career. Watching girl groups and loving them, like, I wanted to be able to create my own version of that. You know what I mean? I wanted to be able to do that, and now I've done that. Now that's something that's a part of my career outside of my individual personal artistry that I'm doing with having a girl group. Yeah.
I love it. Let's get into that. What is first of all, Mary's song, Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah. Holy Spirit rain.
Yeah.
Like Seattle. Finish it for me.
That's not my key.
No!
Holy Spirit rain.
See, he's supposed to show out.
Like Seattle.
Yeah.
I don't know words. That's so terrible.
Yeah.
As singers, we don't know words. Not that far like California. Yeah.
Was not like
I love Seattle.
Shout out to Seattle by Mary.
Mary.
I mean, they have songs literally. We'll move off. We can talk about you ladies. Shout out to Erica and Tina Campbell. If you are watching, if you will watch, Real Talk, we are giving y'all love because we have to give them their flowers.
Yeah,
a lot of their songs, Brandi was like sampling. A lot of their songs was meant for her album. Fun fact. Like, it's a lot of things that they were into. So I can see that influence there.
Yeah, I love.
Yeah.
I
We get off of that. So now we're here.
Yeah.
You're working with a girls group.
I am.
Amazing girls group.
Yeah.
Of course, they're coming back.
Yeah.
We see a group called Flow.
We love
Shout out to Flow.
We love Flow.
They be having this song "In My Bag," and I'll be tagging
In my
the
bag,
in my bag. Yeah, shout out to Flow. But however, there is a group that this man right here has his fingerprint on. It's a part of their story, and they're called Siren. Oh, baby.
Yeah, Siren.
Dog, Siren, baby.
They're tough. They're a problem.
No,
they're
so much a problem that I can place them in our world in gospel.
Yeah,
and they'll still be a problem.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this, and you have to look at this off page, but if you go on their page and scroll down, they actually did a Clark Sisters medley.
Never heard of that.
When I tell you, eating like eat. Like when they sing.
Yes, get into their names. We got to, because I don't know any of them.
Oh, individually. Yeah. So we have Victoria. I was going to say her last name, Victoria McQueen, because it's so dope. McQueen.
It's so dope.
We have Anaya, Cheyenne, and then we have Jada. And like,
who's the soprano? Who's the short light
Jada. Jada's the soprano.
Yeah,
Anaya is the alto.
Eats, yeah.
And then Victoria is the luscious tenor.
Oh, her tone.
Yeah.
Singers. This show is a lot of singers, a lot of actors. You're going to see a level of different people. But let's get into this texture.
Yeah. That texture, she is, and I love that Victoria stays true to herself. She has such a jazzy, it's this jazzy neo soul type of thing that you normally would not see in a girl group. But I think that's what makes them so special. They started off as 3 individual artists coming to my family's performing arts and entertainment company. We have a family business that has been going on for 24 years.
Okay.
This will be the 25th year in June or July, I think is the anniversary.
Yeah.
But they started off just coming to the school, wanting to train in the areas of singing and getting, artist development and working on their craft.
And they came to your family school.
They came to our family school.
Now, who is all included in this family business?
All right, so we got Natasha Garcia. She is the star maker. We call her the star maker.
Okay.
That's my mom.
Okay,
and so she's the artistic director.
Yeah.
And then my stepdad, he's the president of the company, Craig Garcia. He is the operations guy, the business guy. Like, he's going to get that paperwork drawn up. Okay. You know what I mean? And then I am the creative director of the company. And
rightfully so.
Yeah, right. I started working for the company really more, I think, when I was like around 18. So when this company first started, I was a kid. So I grew up in the company and I was training, singing, dancing, acting. And then by the time I went to college and came back, I started working for the company. And so, it's a 3-person business. But then if we're going to add somebody in there, you got to add in my Nana.
Oh, okay.
Miss Barbara.
Okay.
Miss Barbara Kinder.
The patriarch, huh?
Yes. She is
the matriarch.
Matriarch. She used to sit at the front desk. I'm going to tell you. This is really before my mom had like a personal assistant or admin person. She would sit at the front desk and listen to all the people talking and then be like, Now you know this one out here got a problem. This one, she would go back and tell my mom. She was human resources.
Yes,
I'm gonna call Miss Barbara, my dad, a human resources.
Yeah, we had to separate. We had to do some monitoring.
Some monitoring. So she would be, but she's my biggest fan. Nana, she is my biggest.
I love that
fan. She supports me.
I love
loves me. I know she's watching right now. Shout out to you, Nana.
Shout out to Nana.
So it's a family business. So the girls came to train at the company as individual artists. They didn't know each other, never met.
Oh, that's interesting, man.
Yeah. And so I had the bright idea. I was working on a music project at the time for myself.
Okay.
Being on my DJ Khaled type thing, basically putting together a compilation album of all the artists that I was working with. So I wrote every song on the album.
Got it.
There was 14 tracks, 7 of which were strictly me singing, and the other 7 were the other artists. And so these 3 ladies, beautiful voices. I'm like, I don't know if you remember the Destiny Child song, Girl. Remember, girl, I'm needing some time and then I needed someone to talk to, girl. Yeah. I wanted to create my version of that, where it was like a conversation between girlfriends, some girls trying to give someone, advice about a relationship. So I wrote this song and initially had a different act singing the song.
Okay.
That act came in, sang the song. It was cool.
It was cool,
I was like, I want to try. And I'm so glad I did this because I don't know that they would be a group today if this never happened.
Wow.
So I was like, well, I want to try these 3 ladies on the song. So I took that act off of the song. They were on another song on the project, so it was fine. So I took these 3 girls in the studio. They never sang together, barely talked to each other, and wrote this song, had them sing it. And it was beautiful. And in order to promote that song, I put them on my Instagram and was like, y'all do some harmony. Like, just sing. Like, we created a little harmony melody thing.
Because you had already been working with them.
Yeah, I had already been working with them, so we had a good rapport.
Yeah.
And I'm like, y'all sing. And so they went on my page, sang, and was like, our new song together is out. It's called Walk Away. And it's on Brandin J's compilation album and stream it. And that was it. Everybody was going off to do their own individual things. They weren't a group. There was no name. And Candy Burris happened to be scrolling on my page one day and she saw these girls and she just kind of put it in the back of her head like, oh, those girls are dope. They could be a group. Well, Nick Cannon, it was a random Sunday, called Candy and was like, hey, I'm looking to develop a girl group and put a show around them. he was like, I know you work with people. Do you have a girl group? She was like, no, I don't have a girl group, but my friend has these girls that I saw on Instagram, and they're not a girl group, but I could see like if they would be interested.
We can make this happen, yeah.
That's literally how the opportunity came. Candy called me early one Sunday morning. I missed the call. She called me twice.
Okay.
I was like, hey, what's going on? She was like, hey, those girls on your page. Nick Cannon called me, and so the rest is history. Basically, we ended up having a meeting with Nick Cannon and Candy. He was like, I would love to, work with you all and put you guys on this tour that I'm doing. And yeah, the rest is history. The girls were like, we're better together. We're going to win together.
Yeah.
And so was birthed Siren. I came up with a name. And
you came up with that name too, Brandin?
I came up with the name. Nick Cannon came up with the spelling of it. Because he was like, well, we're going to say Siren. It's got to be, when people search it, it's not going to be coming up mermaid. So
right.
So he changed the spelling of it, and yeah, the rest is history. And the girls are doing really well. They're number 5 on Billboard right now. They're single, sober, and so yeah, working with people is really a passion of mine.
Yeah,
like helping seeing people's dreams come true. And taking them from one place and bringing them to the next is a big passion of mine, as well as being an artist. Yeah. I love being in the creative process and helping to build an artist.
Where did that passion, because people want to be in front.
Yeah.
A lot of people, it's okay. I'm going to help you one time, and I'm going to get my credits from that. Yeah. But to have a passion, where did that string from?
I think a blessing in disguise. I remember being 16 years old, trying to be an R&B artist, and really like going for it. I was in the studio all the time. I was performing, and I got in front of this guy. This is a story that I like to tell people because it's just wild. But I got in front of this guy, this music exec. I went in front of him, and it was like almost like an audition, to get I don't know if it was like a distribution deal or developmental deal, but I went in front of him and I was performing, and at the time my confidence was here, confidence on a high. So I went in there and I'm like, okay, that's another thing. I've always been a big guy.
I got a little juice. We can't set that up. We got to set that up the right way, huh?
What?
Now, both of us, you can tell. We are thick in the industry. We got to come up with a name. We need t-shirts, shirts, and everything. Let's get into that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, we look good. The face card's always cashing. Okay. But it's a thing, right?
Yeah.
And so let's get into that.
So saying that to say, I never let my weight stop me from doing anything. In terms of like, I used to think I was Chris Brown.
Because I see you dancing in productions.
Oh yeah, in musical theater.
Selma, we're dancing. Well,
dance. I had to dance, and so I danced my butt off.
Yeah,
being 200 and some odd pounds, you would have never been able to tell me otherwise. I would do back bends, all kind of stuff. Right. And so I would do that as part of my performance. And so I went in front of this guy, and he was like, "Oh, I remember you." He was like, "I saw you performing at this showcase or something." And he was like, "Man, me and my wife came in and we were laughing. We were like, look at this guy." We were laughing. And I took it as though he was saying he was laughing at me.
At me, yeah.
I didn't even know that was a little seed that was planted. Yeah. You know what I mean? And so he was like, "Yeah, man, like, oh, wow. Like, okay, yeah." So he listened to my music, heard me sing, and he was like, "You should be a writer." He was like, "You should write." He was like, "All the money is in writing. You shouldn't be an artist. You don't have to look for that." And I took that as if it was the Bible, and allowed my 16, 17-year-old self to begin to pull back, to dim my light because of what someone else said about me, and I let it affect me. And the reason why I say it was a blessing in disguise, because I went on hiatus for probably 8 years. I stopped singing, I stopped performing, I wasn't doing anything.
Now, was this off of? Because we're going to get into, of course, if you watched House of Pain.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to get into the Tyler Perry. This was before that.
This was before House of Pain, Meet the Browns.
So you were pretty young on House of Pain.
I was. But
so, it was before that.
I got a baby face. So you never know how old I really am.
You can't never
I could be 50 years old right now. You would never know.
You would never know it,
I'm not 50. I'm not 50.
Yeah.
Nowhere near that. But no.
It's about 46. But no,
it's 46?
It's crazy.
No,
that is
man.
crazy.
No. I was in college I was about to say when I was in college, because the people are going to start putting the numbers together. 2013. So listen.
That's all right.
But listen, no, but I said it was a blessing in disguise because for a long time, and I think I'm just now realizing it, for a long time, I carried that that burden or that what I felt like he took from me, the confidence and the wanting to be out front, I took that and wore it I wore it.
Yeah.
I was like, no, like somebody said this over my life, and now
So this is my place.
Yeah, and almost feeling like leaning into the victim, like becoming the victim because of someone who doesn't even matter to this day, is not really even doing anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? No disrespect, but like he's not even
Just
in the industry
real.
anymore.
Yeah.
He's not even in the industry anymore. But when I say a blessing in disguise is when I think that moment allowed me to start leaning into the creative director side.
Yeah.
I mean, I have gone on to do amazing things, and I'm blessed to have been able to work with amazing artists on the creative directing side, because I decided to take myself from the front. So I say it's a blessing in disguise because I started to work another gifting, another talent that I had that I didn't even know was in me.
Well, what's so crazy, people who start in the front always want to circle back to the creative side, to the producer side, the director side, because they realize how much power, influence,
a lot of power.
The decision making is always behind the scenes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it happens anyway, naturally. But I'm glad that you took that moment, didn't allow the enemy, it's churchy here, didn't allow the enemy to knock you out completely. Yeah. And took that moment and built off that, and here you are doing your thing, man.
I'm doing my thing. And let me tell it, I would have said at the time I allowed the enemy to take me out, but I think I allowed myself to be refined in another way. And I'm so grateful because now I am my own creative director. I'm my own vocal producer. I'm my own choreographer. I'm my own wardrobe. I can do these things because I took myself out from the front for a while and had to do it for other people. I served other people and did it happily and graciously, and I loved it. And still today love it. It's hard for me sometimes to remember, like, no, it's your time to stand in the front and be an artist too, because I always can. It's easy for me to acquiesce back to where I'm comfortable. It's like, okay, let me creative direct this. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I'm grateful for where I am and what I'm doing and the things that are coming to me. And I'm in my era of the era of the lead. I'm the lead now. I'm the lead in my life. And I want to say that to anybody watching. Be the lead in your life.
Be the lead.
Be the lead.
Can we hashtag? Can we? Okay, we'll get to it.
Be the lead in your life.
Because a lot of people are playing what's it called, supporting roles.
Supporting roles in their own life.
That's crazy.
It's your life. You only get one. Be the lead.
That is crazy.
As you should.
So what does that mean to me? Be the lead. Break that thing down. We got to dig into that. And then we're getting ready to sub because he has to teach me a run. We have to talk about a little bit of some deeper conversations that's coming up very soon. But you're watching Real Talk with your boy, Noland Pruitt. But dig into that. If I was to meet you in a clinic, of course, because people have to experience him, your teaching, your brilliance in what you do, and then pay a good coin for that, Because you got to. I mean,
yes, you do.
That's a lot of freebies out here, but you have to invest in what's going to build you. What would that mean? Yeah, to be the lead actor, the leads. Just put myself first. What does that even mean?
Putting myself first is not necessarily a selfish thing, but it's considering yourself and making sure that the things that you're doing are moving your needle, even if you're in support of other people. Yeah, like it's like, is it gonna move the needle for me? Although I'm in support of other people, I think being the lead in your life is being confident. Yeah. Maybe even a little delusional, just a tad. Yeah. Just a tad. You got to have a little delusion to, like, be fearless and go out there and do it afraid. You know what I mean?
You have to be a little delusional.
Just a little bit. A little bit.
To throw an event, right? Because I'm pretty event player. Like, let's just say we had a concert, we threw an event together, and only 5 people show. Do you know how delusional you have to be to go out there in front of 5 people and still perform like it's 5,000?
Oh my goodness!
And I have your feelings and your character and everything crushed, right? You got to be delusional to be out here and keep this thing consistent.
Let me tell you, like, for real.
No, for
real. But I think I almost want to put that on a t-shirt or something. Be the lead in your life. It's just showing up for you. Showing up for the 5-year-old version of yourself. You know what I mean? Like, when we were 5 years old, before the world may have, like, taken something from us, jaded us, started to shape our mentality and our mind. Like, we were so fearless. We didn't care about what anybody thought about us. You know what I mean? We were free. Yeah. And then as you get older, you allow the world to kind of shape that, skew your view of yourself. You can, if there's not someone pouring back into you as well.
Yeah.
Telling you are amazing and making you say it to yourself so that you believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because the more you speak it, the more it comes.
Yeah, but like, how proud would your 5-year-old version be of you right now if they could see you living your best life, living your dream? And that has nothing to do with finances alone. It's really about standing in your power and knowing what you bring to the table. I think I finally know what I bring into a room.
Wow.
I don't have to like look to the left or the right of me. I don't have to compare. There's other people out there that can sing better. There's other people out there that may act better than me.
Right.
But what I bring is uniquely, specially made for me, for whomever that's called to my gift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I am the lead. When I walk in the room, I'm the lead. Like, it's me. And I'm not saying it's about me. I'm not haughty.
Yeah.
I don't have a big ego. I am real chill.
Yeah.
But there's a confidence that comes with me.
I love that.
You know what I mean? And I will say, because I'm walking in my confidence and walking in my purpose, the opportunities are coming. When you walk in your confidence and you walk in your purpose, the opportunities will come.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I love that so much. So he's going to come up with a shirt and say, be the lead.
Be the lead.
I'm going to come out with a shirt and say, just be delusional. Now watch this. Don't y'all take that too far. Watch this. Be delusional. Be the lead. I love that. Now let's get into this amazing guy who just did a movie called 3888 or it's something Netflix. Tyler Perry. I'm so sorry if I messed it up. I think it's called 3888, right?
What movie?
It's on that. Oh my God! You haven't seen the new Army movie with Kerry Washington?
Wait, I haven't seen. I haven't.
688. Thank you so much. Thank you.
These movies be coming out so fast.
688. But there's a man named Tyler Perry. Is the point I'm trying to get at. But it's an amazing movie if you have not watched it either.
Yeah.
But you had your experience with that. Talk about this whole House of Pain. Everybody was watching House of Pain back in the day.
House of Pain.
Oh my God.
Now House of Pain is in its 11th season, and I think people forget because there was a time that House of Pain was on TBS.
Yes.
And then it started running in syndication, meaning those episodes ran as long as they wanted it to run.
They kept running.
Even when the show was canceled, it was canceled around, I can't remember what season, maybe 8 or 9. It was canceled from TBS and they had it in syndication, so it runs all the time in perpetuity. But House of Pain ended up going to, I want to say it went to OWN briefly, or like a version of the House of Pain show. The Pains went to OWN, and now it's on BET.
Okay.
All new seasons. So they have, I think, 10, 11, and they're about to do 12. About to start airing 12. But House of Pain is still on. It's still, if you turn on BET, it's probably playing right now. Because BET is Tyler Perry's network at this point. And we love it. We love it.
And we love that.
All his shows are on there. But I'm so excited about the character Colby Jack. Is the character that I play on House of Pain, and it's an interesting story on how we got to play the role. So you want to know the story?
I love to know it.
All right, here's the story. It was a cold and rainy night. Picture it, Sicily. 1987. No, I'm just kidding. So I did Meet the Browns many years ago. And that was like a breakout moment for me. It was I didn't realize how big it was going to be. I played a kid named Jeffrey who was bullied in school.
I remember.
Who ended up bringing a weapon to school. And now, we see, with things that are going on in our news, that this is still a thing that's happening all the time. Correct. So that episode tends to air a lot. And it resurfaces. And someone a year and a half ago posted clips of that episode on TikTok, and it went viral. I mean, millions and millions and millions of views. It was like 3 million views on one clip, 4 million views on another clip, 10 million views on and so no one knew, or people were watching the show and they're like, who is this kid? Nobody knew it was me. And so I decided, I didn't even have a TikTok at the time.
Unless you knew. Unless
you knew.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Those who knew.
Right.
But people didn't realize I'm the dude that was, having the weapon in school.
Yeah.
And so one of my cast members, I was doing a show at the time, she was like, you should go on and post a TikTok saying that I'm the kid, that did this show that's going viral. So I did that. I went on there and I said, hey, I'm the one that played this role, and the story of how this role happened is insane. And I was like, if you want to hear the story, let me know. And it got a bunch of views, a bunch of likes, maybe like 30,000 views. And it was like my first TikTok.
Wow.
So I decided to do a story time. Now, I've been telling this story for years, and I won't tell the story. If you want to see it, go to my TikTok, Brandin J. You'll see it. The full story is up there. But I've been telling this story about my experience working with Tyler Perry and how that time it was tumultuous. It was hard. It was like a scary experience. And I always tell it in a dramatic way. You know what I mean? So I basically cut the story up in like to 5 segments. So I posted the first segment, second segment.
TikTok loves a good segment.
Yeah. And I was going to post the rest of the segments the next day or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I had a tumultuous experience working on the set of Meet the Browns. But if you watch the entire video, all 5 segments, you see that I'm not saying that the experience was negative. It was an experience that was positive and that shaped my career and basically put me on the trajectory to where I am today. But people took the first 2 videos, ran with it, posted it on Twitter, and it had like 13 million views. And everybody was dragging Mr. Perry. Everybody was like,
wow,
this guy is saying Mr. Perry did this and this and this and that. Like, people were dragging him, and people love to try to tear down Tyler Perry, which I don't understand. But that's a whole nother story.
Oh, yeah.
But needless to say, it was going viral. So I quickly uploaded the whole video. I'm like, wait, no, y'all got to see the whole video
pause,
to see what I'm talking about. But it ended up being on like in magazine, like it went crazy. And I got a phone call one morning from my mom, and we had been talking about this. We were like, oh my gosh, because I didn't want like, you know, Tyler to see just one post and like think that I'm smearing him and it's a campaign, a smear campaign. And I'm in the industry and I work, and I'm like, no, I loved working with him. It was like a life-changing experience. So me and my mom were talking about that, and I was like, I don't know, like what's going to happen. We were trying to figure out like how we could make sure that the narrative was not the one that people were running with, because that was the wrong one. That was incorrect.
Right.
So needless to say, my mom called me and she was like, hey, I just got a call from your agent. And I said, okay. She said, well, Tyler Perry Studios called looking for your phone number, and you're going to get a call today. And I was like, I'm going to get a call. She was like, yeah, you're there. I think, you know, Tyler's going to call you. I think he saw the video, and I'm freaking out.
Brace yourself. Basically,
when I tell you I am freaking out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wait, what is he going to say? Like, is he going to cuss me out? Like, is he mad? Like, I don't know. Like,
get ready to go down.
Yo, I did not want the smoke.
Yeah.
Because there was no smoke to be had.
Right.
This is a story that I had been telling for literally years since I did that. I just never posted it. But I told all of my students about it, teaching them about how this industry was and how they were going to need to be ready when they get on set for anything. You know what I mean? And to roll with the punches is only going to make you strong. It's
because it's a definitely experience once you get in there. You know?
So let me tell you something. Where's my phone? When my phone popped up and it said Tyler Perry Studios, literally after she got off the phone with me, I didn't even want to answer. I was like, I think I'd like just held it for a minute. I didn't say anything. I was like, hello. Hello. And it was an assistant.
Okay.
It wasn't Mr. Perry, it was an assistant. He said, hey, I got somebody on the phone for you. And is this Brandin? I said, yes, this is me. Said, I got somebody on the phone for you and they want to talk to you. And I'm like, okay, cool. And so I got on the phone and I was like, hello. And so basically, my video had circulated around Tyler Perry Studios. Mr. Perry saw it. The executives saw it. Everybody saw it. And Mr. Perry said he didn't know where it was going at first. He was like, wait, where's the video going? He said, somebody had a tumultuous experience working on Tyler Perry, you know, on Beat the Browns. Where's this video going?
Yeah.
But when he saw the full video and watched it all the way through, he understood why I did it and what I was saying. And he wanted me to know that he loved it. He was like, I want you to know I love the story.
Wow.
I loved it. He said, you did it so well. The way you said it, the way you spoke about it, so well. And the message was, I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
And keep going. And I want you to know that I'm writing something for you and I will have you back here at Tyler Perry Studios.
Wow.
Literally. That is how the role happened. And so I was like, dope. That was in February, right? February, I'm like calling people, y'all, I'm about to be.
Yeah, hype.
You know, and I want to tell everybody I want to post about it because I'm like, I want people to see like what happened from the story. It started off in, people taking it and making it negative, and it ended up being a beautiful moment for me in my career. That happened in February. February came and went. March, April, May. I was like, well, wait a minute.
Right.
I thought I was supposed to be back on TV. What's going on? I ain't hear nothing. June came around. I was in New York at the time. I got a script, and I guess they were trying to figure out what, where they wanted to place me, what role they wanted for me, and to make sure that I could do it and execute it. And so they sent over. I got from the casting director, said they want to see you. They want to see if you could do this role or what this looks like on you.
Okay,
it was 12 pages.
Wow,
12 pages. I'm in New York. I have to go film myself do this in New York. Self-tape. I don't know nobody in New York who has a camera. I'm sure there's millions of cameras in New York, but I don't know nobody. Right. I'm here on vacation.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, and at the time, I had a callback for a play called Fat Ham.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to New York to see Fat Ham. I wanted to see it because I was like, I want this role.
Mm-hmm.
So all my focus was on Fat Ham, and I had a callback, a meeting with the director the next day, and they were like, "Well, you got to get this tape in tomorrow." I'm like, I gotta audition. So it was crazy. I almost didn't do it because I was overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
I got this audition for this big play that I really want to do, and this coming from Tyler Perry Studios, but it's 12 pages long. I gotta remember. So I ended up just staying up, learning the lines. I found a random place in Brooklyn, filmed the audition, and had the role within a week.
Wow.
Literally. And right as we were about to go film season 11 is when the writer's strike happened. And so they were like, never mind, we're not going to do it. So that was July.
Oh.
So then July passed, August passed, September, October, got to November. The strike ends up ending.
Right.
And we filmed they filmed an entire season the week after Thanksgiving. And so it went from literally the blessing came, the phone call, the blessing came in February.
Set it up.
Didn't see it into fruition until November. You got to stay on the course.
Set this thing up.
You got to stay on the course.
Set this thing up.
You can't let yourself fall. You know what I mean?
Look, do it again. Watch what you're doing.
Look how I'm walking. Look how I'm walking. I'm walking. You got to stay on the course.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I could have been like mad and like, when is my time coming? And
ain't just like God.
You know what I mean?
To tell you something in 1999.
Right.
And then it pops up. But when it pops up.
It's
baby.
so worth it. And the amount of money, I'm not going to talk about my money. Thank you, Jesus. But the amount of money that they got for me.
Yeah.
Doing the show.
We used to R&B.
It was, I know I'm trying to be churchy, but I'm really R&B. But no, it was like, just such a blessing. It came at such an amazing time. And I'm actually glad it came when it came. I was able to bless my family. I'm Thanksgiving comes around. I love giving gifts and trying to give better gifts than the year before. You know what I mean? So I was able to bless my family and use that, that money also to put into my music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it came at the right time, and I'm just so grateful. Shout out to Tyler Perry Studios. Shout out to Mark Swinton over at Tyler Perry Studios for believing in me, for giving me an opportunity, for seeing it for me. And I'm just so grateful. I'm really, really grateful.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
You got that on Real Talk, huh? It's the real
talk.
On Real Talk. I love that.
Yeah.
So now here we are. I could talk to him all day, but we're wrapping this thing up. I need to get into some things with you.
Okay.
Currently with music, currently with your life.
Yeah.
Two things, or one that you can give to someone who is breaking into this.
Yeah.
That may not look like the average. The average.
Yeah.
What way, or what we should do, or who should we reach out to? There's so many questions in this thing.
So many things.
Yeah.
The first thing that I would say to anybody who is going against the norm, who may be unique, you know what I mean? Doesn't look normally like the typical package. And this is why I love Lizzo so much. Lizzo is actually one of my favorite artists because she is a big girl and she was able to break through those stereotypical, tropes about what a pop artist looks like.
Yeah.
But a friend of mine, Tia Skipper, I got to shout her out because she's one of the dopest artists that I know.
Mm-hmm.
And she's her wisdom is amazing. But she says, it's always hard being the first one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People may look at you crazy. You don't look like the stereotypical leading lady or leading man. You don't look like the what we see as a pop star or an R&B star. And that doesn't even have to be in music. It could be in your regular life, corporate America. You may not be the one that people are choosing or are the first one chosen all the time. But when you are doing something, you're set apart and you're setting yourself apart. It's always hard to be the first one, and people may turn away from you like, oh, that's not going to work. That'll never happen. It's never happened before, until it happens. And then everybody's coming at you like you have the cheat code. And it's like, no, I just did what was in my heart. I followed my passion. I followed my dream. I followed my instincts. I kept going. I didn't let no's deter me. I didn't let those setbacks deter me. I made a way. And then everybody's like, tell me how you did it. Tell me how you did it. And now now you have all these followers, all these people running after you.
Yeah.
I think that if you know within yourself, what has been placed on the inside of you, and you may have tried to put it to the side many times, but it keeps knocking at your door. It keeps tapping you on your shoulder. You wake up in the morning and it just comes on you like a robe. It's like it's on you. Then you know that's something that you're supposed to do. And God knows that he gave you those dreams. He's not going to dangle the carrot in your face and be like, I just want you to run after this dream and it's never coming.
And never catch it.
Yeah, it's never going to come. No, God knows he placed it in your heart to do. You just have to be relentless.
Yeah.
You have to be relentless in your pursuit. The people that break through the matrix of the industry are relentless.
I love it.
And the people that are the ones that fall off by the wayside because of rejection or because of, just those inner thoughts that may get you down that you allow to win. Those are the ones that don't make it. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate because you have all the goods and tools to get there if you really will yourself. You know what I mean? A no can only run, a yes can run away from you as long as it can only run away from you but so long. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you keep chasing that yes, you're going to get it. Yeah. You're going to get it. Yeah. You put out in the atmosphere positivity and belief in that, I can make it, I can get there. It has no chance. It has no choice but to come back to you. Yeah. It really does. And I've seen that in my life, in my career, and those moments where I wanted to give up, the moments where I wanted to throw in the towel, but I decided to get up one more day because you just never know. Yeah. Like on the other side of through is that breakthrough. You just never know. I decided to get up one more day. I decided to try one more time. I decided to go back and I got the yes. You know what I mean? So to anybody out there that's watching that really wants to do something, but you may be feeling like, when is it going to be my time? When is it going to happen for me? Know that when it's your time and it will happen. But if you're not in position for it, it won't. Right. You will never win the race if you quit. You can't. There's no way to win if you give up, if you go sit on the side. So you've got to keep going. As it pertains to who they should know, AGI Entertainment. If it's anything dealing with music, acting, I'm plugging because we create stars. Yes. My mom sees it. She knows, she has the vision, and we literally create stars. People come in with raw talent, raw potential. They don't know. They may be green and don't know anything about the industry, and we walk them from basically point A to the finish line. You know what I mean? So AGI Entertainment, look us up.
We got you.
We got
support.
You.
No, seriously. If you just got the plug. Support. Listen, I thank you for your yes to be on the show.
Absolutely.
You got to come back.
I want to be back.
I love you. There has to be a part 2 with more things. We'll bring Siren next time.
Yes.
If they want to come, you are more than welcome.
They'll come. They'll definitely come.
We leave you tonight. Guys, this has been the first episode of the Real Talk new season, and I'm so grateful that you guys have tuned in. I love you guys. Please tag anything that you heard. Any. I want to see that you watch it. I want to see that you're enjoying, okay? I love you guys. We'll be back with more guests, more everything. But before he goes, I got to get him to sing something. So if I do this.
I knew you was about.
So if I do this. Love has truly been. Now I've been smoking hookah, so we be careful on me. Been good to me. Not even one sad day, a minute have I had since you've come my way.
I don't know the words.
You
know
how you thrill me.
How you thrill me.
Happy as I can be.
Happy as I can be.
So amazing
So amazing
to be loved.
to be loved.
Yeah, I follow you to the moon.
Moon and stars above.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love that.
I was supposed to give you a run too. Next time, part 2. Y'all
Next
come
time
back.
I have my voice so we can actually make this better.
Yeah.
I love you guys so much. Y'all follow my boy. Social media. I'm sorry. Hashtag social media.
Brandin J. That's Brandin with an I. BRANDIN.JAY. Brandin J. Follow me on all social media platforms and make sure you get Passerby. It's coming out this Friday, the 10th.
Yes.
Great R&B song. I'm talking my stuff on there. You don't want to miss it.
Don't want to miss it. We love y'all. Till next time, be encouraged. Stay up. And Real Talk will be back in your front, on your phone, your device. We'll be back with you next week. We love you guys.